Hey, morning everyone. Figure we'll do a different style video here for this episode. So, many of you that are on the channel know that, stick shift Corvette, trying to get into the 10s. It's getting closer. But for those of you that don't know, my background in roots is actually forced induction, not naturally aspirated nitrous setups. So, been doing forced induction stuff since 2001. And you can see behind me I've got my trusty sidekick Lily and an empty trailer with a new winch installed because we're on a mission today. So we're driving up to Dallas to get the next chassis to start building. The drag race bug has hit me pretty hard again, living down here in East Texas. That's really what I have access to. Done the road racing, done the autocrossing, and we're back to drag racing again. And the Vette, it's a great chassis for it. But it's not the perfect chassis for it. And one of the things my father always told me is, use the right tool for the job. Yeah, you can get it done with something else, but get the right tool. So that's what we're working on here. I haven't really announced it, but a couple weeks ago I picked up a pretty budget 5.3 LM7 out of an 03 Avalanche. And I haven't had a chance to tear that apart yet, but we're on the way now to pick up an 89 Fox body. Title says LX, body panel says GT. It was posted on Facebook Marketplace, about 2 weeks ago, and had a motor in it and wasn't running and some stuff. And I really don't need the motor in the T5 or the C300, the automatic transmission that's in it, or the motor, or the radiator, or the carb setup, or any of that. So wheeled and dealed, and picking it up for a steal. So come along for the ride of this build. The idea is to build a your standard LS auto turbo drag car. Eventually it'll probably turn into a 275 radial car, but we'll just kind of get started with good standalone, probably twins. I go back and forth. I want singles, I want twins. I'm thinking twins. I'm thinking the BorgWarner S257 SXEs. We're going to tear down the 5.3 in the next upcoming weeks to gap the rings, make sure the bearings look good, throw a good boost cam in it. We'll, of course, oil pump, trim and bearing upgrade, new chain, any gasket that needs to be replaced. And what's ironic about this 5.3 I picked up is the reason why he was selling it for so cheap. I got a whole long block for $300, by the way, which is a pretty good deal. The reason why I was selling it so cheap was the oil pan was damaged. Well, a truck pan ain't gonna fit in anything or an LS swap anyway. It's gonna hang down too low from a sump perspective. So, I'm still debating what K member to go with, if I want to go with plates. I'm leaning more towards Team Z stuff right now, but unfortunately I don't have a lot of first-hand experience on the K member. So, put your comments below on what you've seen and what you think I should do on that. Haven't decided yet. Met with the chassis shop actually last week down in Houston, and have them on board to put in an 8.5 second certified mild steel cage. We're going to do that right away in the build. I've already sold or pre-sold the dash and the center console out of this chassis I'm going to pick up today, which gets the acquisition cost down to, I'm paying $750 for the car. Sold that for like 300 and some change, so I'll be down to the 450 range for a Mustang roller that's got an 8.8 rear end in it and disc brake conversion. Body looks pretty straight according to pictures. As long as I get there and the torque boxes aren't all ripped out and the strut towers aren't all rusted out and the body isn't wavy like the Gulf of Mexico or even worse, the ocean, I'll just finish the deal and pick it up. It's got a clean title, so I can do street car stuff. I use that in air quotes because I really want to come down to Texas 2K in the next couple years with it and do some street car challenge stuff, street car takeover events, power crew style stuff. Because my heart's still, keep it streetable. That being said, the car is going to get completely gutted. It's one of the arrangements I made with the chassis shop that's going to do the fab work is deliver it to them gutted. So next month or two is going to be more videos on the channel. Boost prepping an LS motor on the budget, on the cheap, but not the super cheap. I'm totally a fan of the guys that spend $50 on a LS, don't even bother to open it up, throw it, a S4 set 480 on it, and send it to the moon with a moon tune. That's cool, but I know better. and I don't have the time to really just kind of keep doing it over and over again. That to me, that's the definition of insanity. So I'm going to do a few things to the motor just to see how it goes. Just get a little ready, check the ring land, stuff like that. I'm going to run stock rods and pistons and crank, assuming everything's fine on the rotating assembly. The motor does rotate over fine, but that's the initial plan right now. And see what it'll do. I'll keep it mild. You know, I'll probably keep it 7 to 900 wheel or flywheel horsepower. Whatever that does to the auto is whatever it does. I'd like to see it run 9s out of the gate, and then we'll kind of work on it from there, turn it up. I'm going to run this car at E. Quite frankly, the gas I get around me here in East Texas is garbage. I mean, my Corvette will knock. And that's not a crazy setup at all. It's 11-to-1 compression setup, so, but that'll knock pretty bad. But, and that, you know, it kills, you know, pulls 4 or 5 degrees of knock retard down at Houston Raceway when it gets some good air, and it's killing 30-40 horse. I mean, I've seen the car lose 3-4 mile an hour trap speed on that. Essentially the 50 shot brings it back to NA trap speed. So on that note, that project's coming along nicely. Fast fits, everything fits. Just having time to get back to it, and I keep doing stuff like this. I spent last weekend with the wife at the dog show, and that was a lot of fun. Good to get a little vacation away, but you know, now I'm spending all day Saturday. Friday was, this week was getting the boat ready for sale. I'm selling a little Triton I have, and then getting the winch on this trailer. Got a Harbor Freight 5,000 pound deal with a dedicated battery setup. That'll be pretty nice. But yeah, we'll come back to this video a little later. Thanks. A little rough. All the trim pieces and stuff are inside. All the tail lights minus the third brake light. I have to find one of those. Kind of comes with an extra bonus. Fuel tank is sumped already. It's got a little fuel pump on it. It's not going to be big enough for what I need, but I'll sell it. And then someone wants that sweet blue dash, so I'll get rid of that. But not a bad roller. You know, dent right here, but pull that out. And I think I might leave it kind of black and white and faded until at least it runs its times. But don't weigh nothing. It's got a rear end in with disc brakes. Not sure what's in it. Hopefully it's got 31 splines. If not, I'll toss them in. Shock towers are clean. Everything else is clean. Strapped down just fine. Headlights in the back too. So it's pretty much complete. It's missing door panels. Of course, engine and trans. And needs some wiring done, but pretty sweet. Alright, so I realized I never actually finished the video, but it's now Wednesday. Gotta get the car inside. You can see it's just sitting on the trailer here. But yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to put your comments down below. Click like and share and subscribe and all that fun stuff to help me grow this channel. But let me know what you think. Singular twins, TH400, 480D, 8849. And which game member? Thanks for tuning in.